Hello everyone, TheSkilledRoy here, back with another DNF Duel video. We are finally done the second beta of DNF Duel, and it was an absolutely incredibly fun time. Now, Ghostblade was the newest character added, and he made up for his lack of reversal with pure speed and crazy reach and damage. A lot of people absolutely loved the game, and we were all wondering when the game would be available for pre-order. Before long, those pre-orders did become available, and you can pre-order it right now on your PlayStation. However, there was an issue. The description of the product unfortunately leaked the full roster of the game. Let's take a look. A total of 16 unique characters are available. Berserker, Striker, Grappler, Inquisitor, Dragon Knight, Ranger, Hitman, Kunoichi, Enchantress, Vanguard, Swiftmaster, Ghostblade, Troubleshooter, Crusader, Launcher, and an unlockable hidden character. So, let's break this down bit by bit. First up is Enchantress, the female mage subclass. The Enchantress was a pretty decent guess as soon as we saw that Ghostblade arrived, because the two of them launched together in the original game DNF. Additionally, she was also seen just behind the Ghostblade on the box art for the game. Enchantress in DNF has a variety of support skills, but famously fights with her stuffed animal named Mad. This might be a perfect example of a puppet style character, which is a fighting game staple. For example, Arc System Works' other game, BlazBlue, had two very interesting puppet characters with Carl and Relius Clover, and some possible moves might come from them. But since we are mentioning that box art, another character on that leak appears. Launcher. Launcher is a very interesting situation. When we first saw her model originally during the trailers, it seemed to be a fusion of the original female gunner design and the female mechanic design. With the hairpin, the glasses, it was very close to a guaranteed lock. However, one thing that always stood out to me, and that was the female gunner on the box art wasn't using a mechanic skill, but rather a grenade launcher. Grenade launchers and other heavy weaponry is more used by the launcher subclass. So it's entirely possible that instead of female mechanic, that this character that we see in the trailer and on the box art is actually female launcher. Now, I'm actually a huge fan of the launcher subclasses. If you want to play a character with an absolute arsenal of weapons, launcher is your subclass. It brings Gatling guns, flamethrowers, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, hand cannons, missiles, laser rifles, and all of the above at the same time. Launcher is definitely going to be a powerful zoning character if I had to place my bets, and I can't wait to rain hellfire down on my opponents. Now, one character who appears in the leak but not on the box art is Swiftmaster. Swiftmaster is a male mage subclass, and if you've ever wanted to play as Aang from Avatar in a proper 2D fighting game, Swiftmaster is your guy. He's got air dashes, insanely fast command dashes, blistering projectiles, and plenty of ways to overwhelm any of his opponents. Personally, I can see him playing an aggressive rushdown game, using his mobility to quickly stay on top of opponents and avoid all those crazy gigantic hitboxes that are thrown out in this game. Another character in this leak was Troubleshooter, something not completely confirmed but was actually shown in a previous trailer. This character is my absolute favorite amongst the agent subclasses. He wields a great sword and a shotgun combo with tons of grenade and style to back it up. If Hitman was precision and speed, Troubleshooter is AoE and power. I can easily see him filling in that sort of powerhouse archetype character, kind of like Vaseraga in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. And with that, we get to the last character that the leak mentions, a unlockable hidden character. Now, there's two ways to take this. Number one is that it's maybe one of the female Slayer subclasses. She is one of the only remaining classes that does not have representation in the game thus far. However, there is a big issue for her. She is an immensely popular character, and given that this is Arcsys, they might be saving her for DLC. This is exactly why Johnny and Baiken are so often DLC characters, because Arcsys knows that people will pay for them. So instead, I think it's actually this guy, who is not even a playable character in DNF. This character on the box art is known as the Lost Warrior. The lore of DNF is kind of insane to explain, especially when the real life location, New York City, is rather crucial in the story, but basically he is an important character in the previous lore of DNF, and the leak actually even mentions that there's going to be a story mode for this game. So by that account, we'll also need a boss character. For those of you unaware, often in fighting games we get boss characters who are usually very powerful figures in the lore who the protagonist has to go up against. I suspect that this Lost Warrior will be unlockable through story mode, of which he will be the final boss of. But hey, this could all possibly not be true. It could be a mistake of some sort by Sony, but given that it was originally found on the PlayStation app for pre-order, and it matches the other evidence like the box art, it's at least very likely to be true. So, are you excited for this roster? Is there another subclass that you want instead? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.